Hello there. Hi, everybody. It's Jamie, one of the application engineers, but also the product manager for SOLIDWORKS Composer. It's my pleasure to introduce today some tips and tricks that we've put forward, some suggestions on really how we can make our day-to-day Composer use that little bit more streamlined. So a quick word about thread. Now, by default, I guess a lot of our data that we're bringing in from SOLIDWORKS is probably actually not going to have thread on. You know, by default, certainly the nuts and the bolts and the widgets and the washers out of our SOLIDWORKS toolbox tend not to show geometric thread. We have an appearance of thread, the cosmetic thread, but we don't normally have geometric thread. Now, I've got two versions next to it. So I've got this one, which is showing an accurate thread for this particular screw size. And then I've created another configuration of this, and this is just within SOLIDWORKS, of an oversized thread. Now, the reason I've done that is because, and this is a little tip that I've taken from a certain Swedish furniture manufacturer, in the fact that when you have technical illustrations of screws, they tend to have them with thread on there. Now, this is actually then an image over on the right-hand side. Usually the screws aren't going to be shown in a size like this. So this is usually how small they're going to be. And hopefully you'll agree that the one in the center, there's just almost like a little bit too much detail in there. I can't really see what's going on there. It kind of looks like it's probably threaded, but it's a little bit confusing because there's too many lines. So from a distance, actually having an oversized thread can look really quite good. And again, this is a tip from an instruction manual that I was going through not so long ago, where I looked at it and I thought, they've used an oversized thread there. What a fantastic idea. So this is what I've started doing nowadays. Now, again, this is all down to personal preference. And actually, a lot of people, you don't need to show thread. It's absolutely fine. But for some applications, showing the thread is really important, because otherwise it just looks like a stud of some kind, maybe, or a rivet. So that can be useful, but sometimes blowing them up a bit bigger can be quite useful.